The past is a closed book, a realm forever beyond our influence. We can never rewrite its pages, no matter how hard we wish to. On this note, I begin today's video. In our first installment, talking about the subject of living above worry and anxiety. I talked about the future and how our uncertain thoughts about the future or fears we have about how the future might turn out become an avenue through which worry and anxiety invades our life day by day. In this video, I want to talk to you about how our fixation with the past events, especially past negative events, misfortunes, can also become an avenue through which worry and anxiety take a hold on our present and stifle us, making us unable to get the best out of every day. We often find ourselves fixated with the past, a territory we can neither enter nor alter, because what is past is past. Now, this is not to say that past events cannot impact our present or that we cannot learn valuable lessons from the past. The point I'm making is that over-fixation with the past serves us no practical advantage at all. Because often, when we relive the past or decide to live in the past, somehow we relive those painful moments, those painful experiences over and over and over again until we become prisoners to the trauma or the pain from our past in the present. Now, it is important for you to realize that instead of focusing on the past or past events, it is important that you channel that energy into focusing on our reaction to those events. So instead of focusing on those past events or the past, it is important that we begin to focus on our reaction to these events. As such, what happened in the past is not at the moment as important as how we choose to react to those incidents or those events. We cannot control what has happened in the past, but we can control how we respond to them. We must come to a place where we begin to see past misfortunes as opportunities to learn, to grow, and to mature. There is every value in learning from the past and using the present to enhance our future. The Apostle Paul, speaking in Philippians chapter 3, verse 13 and 14, expresses this mindset. He said, "And brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do. This one thing I do, forgetting the things that are behind, I press towards the things that are before, that I might obtain the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus." He said, forgetting the things that are behind, I press for what is before. And this is the mindset I urge that we cultivate if we are to live above worry and anxiety today. We must come to that place in our minds and in our lives where we move past what is behind, where we forget what is behind, especially these negative things that have happened in the past, incidents that tend to traumatize us every time those memories come. He said, forgetting the things that are past, that are behind, and pressing. Pressing is a language of determination and deliberation. We press because the past wants to hold you back, wants to keep pulling you back, Sometimes the devil wants to keep reminding you of those incidents, those events that have a way of traumatizing you, forcing you to get back into your shell, into depressed mood. But Paul says what? We press on. We press on. God speaking in Isaiah said, remember not the former things, neither consider the things of old, because a new thing I will do. A new thing I will do. Over fixation with the former things. Over preoccupation with the former things. Misfortunes, disappointments, traumas, failures, losses we have suffered. When we become over fixated with those events in the past, it becomes very difficult for us to see what God is doing in the present. And so God says to you today, remember not the former things, neither consider the things of old. Behold, I do a new thing. And so I say to you that if we become too preoccupied with the past, we open the door for worry and for anxiety to overtake us in the present. As such, let the past go and see the amazing possibilities that God has for you today. Again, remember to like this video and share if it's been a blessing to you. I'd very much want you to be a part of this community, so please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet subscribed. God bless you. Stay strong. See you in the next video.